I've actually got a few things to discuss this evening. So I watched the whole because obviously on the timeline you see what everybody's talking about, and everybody's been talking about this divorce between Annie and Two Face, but I didn't pay attention. Like people were asking me if I've watched this new series of Young, Famous, and African, and I haven't. But I catch glimpses on Facebook, of course. And I don't know if I really want to watch it. I think I might just catch the gossip online. Just because I feel like what's new, they've always got the same similar storylines apart from the wedding. Yeah, we saw the pictures of the wedding. What else? Mm, Annie always complaining. Like, she's always had issues with her marriage. But this year, I think Anga Hasha, she looked more stressed, more, you know. Whereas the last season, she was just enjoying her man regardless. And I haven't even watched it, but maybe I should. But the fact that she was coming at Nadia just shows she was, when people, because Nadia said, look, I'm going through stuff. Yeah. But yeah, this is the issue where I have with a lot of people because me as a Zimbabwean girl, yeah, I go through issues, but sometimes I just keep it quiet. I don't go around because at the end of the day, my issues are my issues. We move. Life is not going to end just because one man is. Do you get what I mean? Unless if I trust you, then I might talk to you. That's just how we are. It doesn't mean I don't like you, but if I sense some bad energy or that you're bringing the atmosphere down with your energy, I might distance myself, which I think that's what Nadia did. That's what Nadia did with Annie because Annie can be, those people that their life is toxic and then all they want to talk about is the toxicity in their life. They don't have nothing positive to say or do. And most of those people are usually gossipers. And Annie is just that girl. Like, though I like her character, like, she's a different character. But now this season, I just haven't been pushed to watch it. But I just feel like I'm not going to enjoy it. And I know some people were saying that why does Swanky never... We don't know much about Swanky. But I'm like, sometimes that's how it should be. Sometimes keep your stuff to yourself and just watch the drama unfold in front of you. Watch people doing their madness and you're just like, okay, do you get me? Because look at how all those relationships are falling apart in front of everybody. Fantana is trying to hold on to Diamond. Diamond of all people. But what can she do? Fantana's trying to hold on to Diamond. Ah. Zari has moved on with a little toy boy. What's the name? I wanted to watch it because Ketiwe went on there. And I've been following Ketiwe for like ages. But I don't understand why she's gone and burnt her designer clothes for the sake of I'm now becoming closer to God and he has told me that I need to burn my dear. My dear, do you know how much that fabric cost to make that blouse? And then you just go and burn it because you want to get closer to God. You're contributing to climate issues with the burnings. What are you... Why didn't you just take it to a thrift store? Somebody could have worn it. I hope she gets rid of those her fancy cars. I hope she gets rid of that her house to get closer to God. Because what type of nonsense? If you're able to burn the Versace's, burn down everything like LA fire, what? Huh? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. From what's donate that shit, sell that shit, and donate the money to people that are in need. Me, if you know me, last year I gave away all my clothes. I gave away all my clothes to charity. My designer Louis Vuittons that costs about £700. Gave them to some girl on Instagram. Yeah. All my clothes I gave them away. Because, do you get what I mean? Not because I want to get closer to God, but I've had those same clothes for years. I've had those same clothes for years and I wasn't wearing them and they just wasn't my style. Some were given to me, some I bought them. You know when you go through heartbreak and you just buy clothes? I was like, nah, I'm in a different space. Not because I want to get closer to the God Almighty. I must now bend. So where is she going to be shopping now? That she's burnt all the clothes. Make it make sense. Is that what they did in the Bible is burn sacrifice? To burn all the Versace? I'm sure she did it for clout because that girl likes to do everything for clout. That's why people came for her on social media. That's why people no, yeah. Because why did she do a fake wedding? I mean, the pictures were nice, but it's like she does everything for some clout. Honestly, we'd rather have Bodang. Bodang was crazy. South African people, yeah. Bonang was crazy. Bonang was just. And I liked Bonang, but after last year's season, I had to unfollow her because I was like, why is she? What? She was just moving crazy. When money goes to these women's heads, the things she was saying about Namibia, and I'm like, you people think we want to be South African so much, or what? Mm, Bonang. And after that day, I had to unfollow. I was like, what have you really contributed to the world apart from, huh? They didn't bring her back this season, did they? Good, because the one I like, Kanye, is her name Kanye? I need to brush my teeth. Kanye Mbao. I like her. I like her. She's extra dramatic, but she's got a bit of, poise to her. She's got a bit of poise to her, and she's gone through a lot. Like, I think I was hearing that she went through like some type of abuse with her ex-husband or something. I mean, her surgery looks mad, but it actually looks good in a way. Yeah, I just like her. I like her because she just seems calm. I wonder what tribe she's from because I do actually like Kanye. Her craziness I can handle. Do you get me? When it's time to back off with the drama, she backs off. When it's time to give the tea, she gives the tea. Do you get? Yeah. 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 But their wigs, what's going on with their wigs? But at the end of the day, they're showing real life in it. It's not every day, but nah. Just wear a bust down without it being glued on. You don't have to do all that extras because it just looks. It just looked a bit. Do you get? Don't let these American girls come and laugh at us and say, "Look how they're doing their wigs in Africa." Is that how they do their wigs in Africa? Uh, is that how they do their wigs in Africa? My bitch, it was just giving. Look, my wig is not always 100%, but I guess the show must go on. I'm trying to stand this thing. Yeah. I'm about to sleep. I've just had some dinner. So yeah. Then yeah, so I heard the video of who was screaming. Annie Idibia, she was screaming. And apparently people saying that Tiwa Savage came to her defense. I'm not gonna brush my teeth on camera because I'm not. Yeah. Um oh. Yeah. Yeah. So I was just brushing them because I've just eaten dinner. But I need to do my routine because I brushed them with salt. I brushed them with salt. And then I'm gonna have to use this. But I won't do it now. I won't do it now. Because yeah. So what else did I want to speak about? Yeah, this whole young, famous, and African. Because I was like, why didn't they call it young or like rich, famous, and African? Because I want to see the wealth of Africa. I want to see like a Nollywood vibe, you know how Nollywood will showcase the architecture of Africa, the fabrics of Africa. If they're going in the love and hip hop routes, they really did well because it's just showing drama. I want to see something a bit more, like the old Nollywood that, while we're watching one romance, even the Nollywood of now is giving. It's giving. Like I've been into I really need to go to my Kenyan auntie's house again. I mean, I said I'll go to us in 2 weeks because I was supposed to give her her diffuser, which I'll have to buy her another one. But yeah, like I always go to hers to watch African movies, which I think I'll make it more frequent because I don't know, she's a good vibe when watching African movies. We buy a wine. I might, yeah. If I have a female friend, we'll go together, get some wine. Like, and she likes to make chapatis. So I'll beg her this time to make chapatis because they're my favorites. Yeah, they're one of my favorite things to eat. I just had a slice of pizza, I think. Yeah, and it was okay. So yeah, like I just feel young, famous, and African. Like I was expecting like every series they'll have a few new people. It's just the same old crowd complaining and drama, same old drama. It's like there's more going on in Kanye Bao's life that I wish we could see. But nevertheless, it's been a good series. Do you get what I mean? Because I think also with Africans, we love to focus on, well, Africa is not poor. It's not poor. So I think this series, this whatever, it's I like the drama of it. I am invested in the drama of it, but it's just this year I just nah. I don't know. I'll catch up with it. Like I need to also catch up with EastEnders. I've missed about almost a whole year of EastEnders, but I know I'm gonna sit down one day and just go through it because with EastEnders, my dear, I can never miss. That's one thing I miss about my flats. We will just be watching TV and they're like with our dim lights. And then the windows, you would just be seeing buses moving because I don't have curtains and I don't want curtains. So you just be seeing the double deckers move while just watching the TV, and it's so nice. Yeah. The Apprentice this year is coming. The biggest crush I've always had since childhood is Sir Alan Sugar. I've always had the biggest crush on him. And a few years ago, I walked into the one of the offices that they use, but because I'd come from a link. The funniest thing, I didn't even sleep with this man, yeah. I went to link some guy in central London. He owns like a designer shoe brand. It's actually like uh, Christian Louboutin, but it's not. Like he sells other things like bags and stuff. But we didn't sleep together. Like our relationship is not like that. Our relationship is like he's kind of like a dad. Like we slept on the same bed. But he was having issues with his breathing, so he was on a CPAP. And I was trying to give him some advice, and he was just like not taking it. I was like, sir, you're on a CPAP, struggling to breathe. So the funniest thing is that my sugar daddy worked in central London, and sometimes I used to go to his office. So I was texting him, I was like, I'm in central London. So I went and passed by the office, like the one Alan Sugar uses for, not the one they use, well, I'm not sure, but it's not the one they use for like where they do where they sit on the table and do the votings or whatever. It was one where they use it for the final show where they're like grilling the contestants individually. So I went in there, but I couldn't go far because the way I was dressed here, I was dressed like not like a hooker, but I was dressed like my wig was messed up and I was wearing a cap and my dress, nah. It looks like I was tired, slightly homeless. So the security people were nice. Even the people that were sitting in front were just like, hey, can we help you? But I just felt so out of place. So I just walked out. I don't even remember what I told them, and I just walked out. Hmm. I miss going to my sugar daddy's office. You know, sometimes I'll just go to London just to see his office while I walk around. And then wait for him, go for lunch somewhere and wait for him. Oh, I miss those days. I really hope we can rekindle things because I feel like we have an amazing relationship. We have an amazing relationship, I won't lie. Um, but this is not about him anyway. Yeah. I think for him to even give me his wife's details, I think he knows that like I'm a good person at heart, that you know. Oh, anyway. Yeah. What else? There's a list that I'd made of what I wanted to speak about. And people are saying we should pray for Congo. After I posted this, our prophet, I don't know why I did that. Because I was like, should I give him a chance? Because I did tell you guys, he mentioned relationship on one of the stories. To be honest, maybe I need to stop being nervous in it, like about, because I was just sizing him out, like, what's this man really about? Plus, you have a wife, retete. Yeah, one of his lives, he said something about, so why don't we be in a relationship? Because I had actually messaged him, yeah, after there's a few things that he said. So I messaged him and I was like, look, Lovey, um, blah, 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 blah. But if what you're saying is correct, then me, I'm not seeing, like, you're just talking, you're just waffling. So me, I'm doing my own thing. Like, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm doing my own thing. That's when he said, but plus I blocked him, innit? Plus I blocked him. So that's when he came on live and then he just hinted and said, oh, why don't we be in a relationship? And I was like, relationship, how is it gonna work? How is it gonna work? You live in LA, I live here. Like, hello. It's just, it's just, you get me. But one thing I will say, like, he's been consistent with communication regardless of our blocking and unblocking. Do you get what I mean? He's been consistent with the communication and reassuring me because I've been apprehensive, especially because this happened before the whole Gigi thing came out. I think this happened a few weeks before the whole Gigi thing came out. Do you get what I mean? And it was going deep into it, like, I'm like, look, how is it gonna work? Because I don't want to step on no toes. You have a wife, but I understand how a man of your caliber may want several women. Do you get what I mean? Like, I've met guys like him before. So just because he's a man of God, they're hardly monogamous. Do you get what I mean? And it's not that they don't want to be monogamous to their wives, but it's just they love women. They just love women. And I'm like, so I was like, okay. I was really difficult on him though, but mm, I've tried to be difficult. I've tried to resist the edge. Let me give him a chance, innit? Let me give him a chance. But you've gone and got veneers. Me, I've never dated somebody with veneers. I like these our teeth, natural teeth. Veneers are a red flag. Even if he goes and says I'm lying, well, there's no evidence because all my DMs have been blocked anyway. But all I know is that the evidence that I can say is that the day I told him off, he deleted his pictures. And I'm like, you don't have to delete the pictures with you and your wife. Come on now. Don't do that. And the fact that he did it right after I sent him a message. Has Lovey ever been known to remove pictures? That's one who likes camera. Ah. That's the only evidence I have. If you people don't believe what I'm saying, don't believe what I'm saying, innit? I don't care. Do you get me? Ah, I don't care. But I'll give it a chance. I mean, I'm still living my life. If we're gonna have like an online relationship, why not? Where we're just doing tele, lovey, hi. Where we're just doing this, where we do cryptic messages from video, from lives. It's okay. It's not okay, but what can I say? I'm not gonna beg a guy. Just my dear. Mm, Me, I've got things to do here in England. But yeah, this thing of people saying they fear God, I fear God, fear God. It sounds well and good, but me, I've never really grown up like that. Mm. The moment you fear, it means there's something that you feel that you're not worthy of. hmm That's what brings out fear. Fear just means that you deem yourself unworthy. But there's different types of fear. Do you get what I mean? Like fear can mean revere. Fear can mean you're shaken. But to say we fear God, I mean, I can see why people would fear God because it's like there's the wrath of God, there's the judgment of God. You never know. But if you have right standing with God, regardless of who you are, there's no need to fear. But this is what I was saying, and the fact that Lovey had to now say it in his sermon. But I said it. I said, Gigi, we can meet up, dress up, go for lunch somewhere, talk things out. But I've been trying to reach out. I mean, I'm not gonna. You blocked my Instagram. Do you get me? I'm not gonna go chasing after you. I've said it. If you wanna talk, I can fly there. We get ready, look cute, talk about things. But if you're sitting there, I fear God, I fear God, you'll remain stagnant. Or is it because you have your own life that you don't want to meet up? Just say so. Me, I don't care. Me, I have my own life too. You get me? Mm. Anywho, it's not the Leviticus show, please. Yeah. Lovey, maybe me and you should sit down and actually have a conversation face to face. No mouth to mouth. No kissing, babe. No touching, babe. No kissing, babe. And don't call me babe. Mm. Mm. We can sit down and pray for Congo. I'm ready to pray. Mm. We need to do a serious prayer for Congo. Because I'm seeing everybody saying, "Oh, pray for Congo." It needs serious prayer. Hmm? We said no more. You said no mourning this year. Your people are in tears there. They've been in tears for a long time. May the Lord free them from this spiritual bondage or whatever they are in. Me, me, I have a feeling where this one where he's gonna go to South Africa. I feel like he's gonna go and cheat because the girls in SA, my God, they're different species. To them, American BBLs, nah, the South African girls are a different species, mate. Me, especially with Panganai, those two, yeah. Mm. Usazodzoka uchipa mukadzi wako manhingiwe. Aiwa. It's not my business. It's not my business. Do you, fam? Our relationship is online like this. If you're cheating on Maggie. Because did he go with his family? My God. If he went there alone, I just have a feeling he's going to go and cheat. I feel to vomit. My way. Paakasikira kuenda Tuesday. The thing is on Saturday yabva akasikira kuti rega ndiende Tuesday. Ndimbonoona kuti tuvasikana twekunhenge twakamira sei. Ora. My way. Nema threesome nekuti ezvinezvi vawana freedom kaiyena Panganai. My way. Ndipo pavachauya vachiti in God there's pleasures forevermore. Muchaona. We shall see. You think I'm kidding? Muchaona vachibonyorana vari vaviri vari nemusikana one. My way. Kana oji imomo muchihotera chapostwa. Tichaona. Ndirikungobata musoro wangu for the sake of the wives that have been left back home. Ndiri kungobata musoro so kuti ya. Tichaona mhere dzaakuridzwa kuAmerica uku. For the sake of that one, it's like they just can't get away from clouds. It's like it's just hanzi natatilisha vanenge vari kushandisa mweya weSodoma neGomora. Maybe because muri kuona kuti makamera akamira ari kubva atsvodana nemumwe murume in the name of holy kiss. Because deep is there no girls in America that you have to even... Me, I think that Lovey just does it to see if he's still got it. For you to move to a random girl in the UK, I think he just checks, have I still got it? Let's line up all the women in the world. Be the Bonnie Blue of the men. Let's line up all the women of the world. Let's see how you manage. Because maendero aenda kuSouth Africa kuti zizi anonyatso advertise kakuti ari kuenda kuSouth Africa. Ndipanganai anga achingoenda achingonoparidza. This time, please, if anybody aine camera, one day isai CCTV mumahotera imomo, batai tumakamera, munyatsorekodha tinyatsoona nekuti this time tiri kuda exposure iri solid kwete yechisikana ichi chiringoya chichingopostawo zvimarare. Tiri kuda exposure dziri strong this time. Tinyatsoona kuti zvezvavanenge zvabva vamhanyira kuSouth Africa vese. And you know kuti South Africa ndiyengo chanikai. I'm not insinuating kuti anybody is part of the alphabetic community. I'm just saying, for entertainment purposes only, kuti ameno zvatichaona. Pari kuti we shall see, we shall see, we shall see, we shall see. Hey. And vasikana vekuSouth Africa vakachenjera. Vanobva vazora majuices avo pahuro. He. Kasachenjera. Mukadzi wako ngaachenjere Magina Lily, ngavachenjere vari ikoko nekuti varume vanodzoka zvimwe zvinhu. KuSouth Africa tusikana twakachenjera kautu. Vakaona varume ane mari. If you find the ones that just want alcohol, manje maende kumabhawa kaini. So they say. So they say. It's funny how they say they don't. Wasn't it Panganayo was found in a poker bar? They sell alcohol in poker bars. What happened to that story? I want to know more about that story. The guy just came out now saying that he was demonically possessed by Amero. He laid his hands and then he started committing all sorts of sins. But I said it. Kuti uyarwenda chinonamata kumatokoroshu. For power. But then he was saying something about how these people sell their souls. Like how people, like celebrities, sell their souls. Was it him or somebody was saying that? How they sell their souls. And I had to deep it. What's the soul? Isn't the soul the thing like that? It's basically your creative ability. So if you say somebody's selling their soul, I'm selling my creativity, right? Because when we say soul food, it just has that. So when you say you're selling your soul, it's like you're selling your creativity for power. To me, it makes sense. What's so dark about that? There's nothing dark about that. But people have... But to be honest, it also means different things. Why? Yeah, your grandma dancing. Please don't close the door. Come on, Vara door and through the lights, hero. Look at the bunny. Yeah. Yeah, selling your soul. Is it not selling your creativity? What's soul? Soul is like your life force in a way, right? For power. What's power? Anyway, he was saying he was demonically... I don't have much to comment on that. I made another video earlier which was explaining something like that, but why is it I've never really had these dreams that you people have where you see... I've never had dreams of love you. Have I? No. I've never had dreams of him. I've seen his spirit lingering once or twice, and I've had to tell him, "Can you stop watching me, please?" And it's funny because then when he starts doing church service, yeah, he'll laugh about it, and I'm like, so that's why I believe, like, yeah, his spirit can cause like people's spirits can cause sleep paralysis. I've had that before, where there was a guy I lived with, and then we moved into a new house, and then his spirit actually came through the door, and I was having sleep paralysis, which was scary because his eyes looked way different to how he looks in real life. But it's because me and him, we weren't on good terms. Like, we were like, nothing actually happened between us, but it was just like we weren't on the same wavelength as we were before. So I do believe certain people's spirits can cause sleep paralysis, but this happened years ago. This happened years ago. I don't really have sleep paralysis anymore, like, but yeah. Yeah, so all these dwarf spirits, what do they do? Like, this is what I want to understand. What do dwarf spirits do? Ah, oh, yes, say hi to the baby. Hello. Oh, oh, wow. Yeah. So that's just my thought process. Like, yeah, sleep paralysis. I wonder what causes it. Yeah. But this spirituality of a thing is just very. That's why I don't like to delve too deep into it, because I feel like if you delve deep into it, mm, me, when I've gone to church, I don't really, let people lay their hands on me anymore, because my dear, if you're saying that they're demonically possessing people through their prayers, and the fact that they're monitoring people, that's how they're able to prophesy. May I go to church for the sake of getting acquainted with people that I haven't seen in ages? To go and now allow somebody to lay their hands on me? Mm, nah. Mm, mm, I don't do it. But can I confirm what it said? Mm, they could be correct. I'm not sure. The video just popped up just before I was going to come on live, so I was like, ish. Anyway, I'm going to spend time with my kid. Good night.